There are two important and common pitfalls which we encounter in Bible studies. The first one is we fail to differentiate between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. And if we fail to differentiate whether a certain passage belongs to the Old Covenant or the New Covenant, then you will have issues with transferability, whether principles which you learn in the old from passages which were under the Old Covenant can be transferred and applied for believers under the New Covenant. And that has led to many practices nowadays in the church, including tithing. If you can look into it carefully, you will see tithing is the Old Testament practice which is not mandatory in the New Testament. So that is the first pitfall in Bible study, which is failure to differentiate between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant passages, and the problems arising out of the lack of discernment in this area. The second most important pitfall in Bible studies is the failure to differentiate a descriptive passage from a prescriptive passage. A descriptive passage may not always contain things which are prescriptive and mandatory. You can learn, but you need not always take it as a prescription, something which God has commanded. Whereas a prescriptive passage will and must be taken seriously, as it contains prescription which mandates a response. And if we do not differentiate between these two, there occurs a dilution, and we fail to recognize the importance of certain passages over the other. No two passages are equally important. Not every passage is equally important in the Bible. So it's important to recognize the prescriptive passages and to make sure that we learn and do what God has prescribed for our Christian lives on this earth. So the second pitfall is failure to differentiate a prescriptive passage from a descriptive passage. May God bless you.